Welcome to today's edition of Marcus Resource Video Blog. Today I want to ask the question, oh, so you haven't sold your house? Yeah, it's perplexing to people, it's real depressing, and your house hasn't sold, what are you going to do? So let's look at the three main conditions, because I think there's only three reasons why a house doesn't sell. Presentation, condition, and price. So let's look at presentation. Remember when your mom said you only had one chance to make a good impression? This is it all over again. People don't take into consideration that when people come looking for houses, they do some pre-looking ahead of time. There may be 12, 15 houses that they may want to see, but nobody can see that many houses in one day. So which ones do they see first? Well, being one of the ones that you get seen first is probably your number one objective. So, do you use professional photographs, or do you just take pictures off your cell phone? Are you giving the consumer professional floor plans that are tied into the photographs? People are looking for all sorts of information when they see a house. What about an individual website? You know, the multiple listing service is not the only place where people look for houses. There's lots of sites all over the place. And a good listing agent will make sure that your house is listed on many, many sites. And having an individual website is a good way to do that. So the quality of the website, how you drive traffic to it, are all important factors in marketing your house. Did you know that 70% of the sellers prefer that their house had a video demonstration of their house? I don't mean what most people get, which is just a bunch of still pictures strung together with music and a jilted camera going around the room in circles. I mean somebody walking through the house, pointing out the features, going room for room. Basically, a video showing of the house. This will all pre-qualify our people, not just price-wise, but whether this house is worth coming to see. And if you present your house, if you've done a good job getting it ready to be shown, this will make an incredible difference, and you'll be one of those first 3 or 4 houses that they schedule to see. Another important factor in showing your house was when people came to see it, was your agent there to show them the house? Did he make a presentation? Did he get feedback? Those are all important things, because that first impression, that's your only chance. Second area is condition. I recommend to a lot of my sellers that, especially if it's an older house, to do a pre-inspection before they put the house in the market. Nobody likes surprises, neither buyers nor sellers. So let's find out what we're dealing with and look at the important features. Now, every house has some wear and tear. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the safety issues, the issues that people first ask about. Foundations, heating systems, the roof, plumbing, electric. Those are the big ticket items, but those are also the important items and the safety items and the items that people will consider most when they select a house. And lastly is price. How did you come up with the price for your house? What kinds of things did you take into consideration? What's absorption rate? Well, absorption rate is basically how many of the houses similar to yours in your marketplace sold in the last 30 days. You take that number and divide it by the number of houses that are still on the market, and that's the absorption rate. So, if in your market there were 15 houses much like yours, same price, similar size, etc., similar neighborhood, and they're on the market, and last month 3 of those houses were sold, so 12 are left, that means you're going to have another 4 months to sell off those remaining houses if nothing else gets added to the market. Are you willing to wait another 4 months to sell your house? That's a big consideration. Having a CMA done by your listing agent is important to help you get the same information that banks will use when they decide if they're going to lend for your house. Watching what your competition has been doing in terms of pricing and presentation is important, because they're competing for the same buyers that you are. And of course, the biggest consideration in pricing a house is always location, location, location. So I hope you've taken this information. I hope it'll help you make your decisions. Remember, you can always find out more at marcusresource.com or visit me at richardmarcusre.com, where you can search for thousands of homes instantly. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next edition of Marcus Resource Video Blog.